welcome to Street Eats at Home again. Now today we're reviewing the Buldak Korean spicy dumplings, the carbonara ones, and we're also tasting the Korean spicy carbonara noodles from Sanyang. And we've got some eggs on top, and we've got some daikon and some carrot pickle, which I made, and kind of a pickle that Brooke's made. And tell you people out there who don't know who she is, this is my daughter, Brooke.
Hi, guys.
So we thought we were going to do a mukbang. We need to eat lunch. So let's get to it. Let's spin some tails and eat.
Talk some shit.
That's right. And we've got the good old water here because I think we're going to need that.
We're going to need it after this.
Cheers.
Okay. I think I'm just going to start with the dumplings. I'm going to go for it.
Well, I'm going to grab, I think, an egg. I'm going to grab some noodles. Oh, God. Oh, my Lanta. Sorry, guys. Thought our mics were on, but they weren't. A little bit of audio problem, but we're all back.
Alright, so if you didn't hear properly with the audio, we're reviewing the Buldak carbonara dumplings today.
Spicy
Dumplings. But then we've got the carbonara Buldak noodles. We've got some egg, some pickled daikon, and some carrot that my mum made, and some cucumber that I made
with a few seasonings.
With a few seasonings, with some sea salt, sesame seeds, soy sauce, rice vinegar.
If you didn't know who she was, again, she's my kid, my daughter, Brooke. So let's get to it and let's see.
This is pretty good.
Ooh. Ooh. I had a taste of dumpling.
They taste like the noodles. They got some kick.
Oh, these are already hot.
They got some kick.
I'll show you the dumpling.
Let's hold it up closer.
You see that? For you that like a little dumpling, we also crusted it, just slightly seared it a little bit, and then add some water and steamed it. So you get a nice crusty bottom and a nice steamed dumpling. Oh, wow. I've had these noodles before, but it's been a while and they got some kick.
It's good with the daikon and carrot. Adds a bit of sweetness to it.
Oh, gets a nose running. Oh, well, that's got kick.
I know.
My eyes, oh my God. And you're not eating noodles, right, if you're not slurping. Oh my God.
Boiled egg. Got it.
Oh. A little bit of boiled egg. Oh, this is hot. And I think when the noodles being spicy, because the red sauce is short, and that's got the same thing in there, we're just doubling it. But what I love about these noodles is they look like permed hair. But they're a nice noodle, like a 2-minute noodle, you get all that. You know what I mean? Like, we love our Asian food, we love our noodles. And it takes a particular noodle to really, this is awesome. I can even eat these without the hot sauce, and you can make a nice kind of, another sauce for your noodles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, these are nice. They're hot.
These aren't as much as spicy as the noodles. The noodles have got more of a kick.
It almost feels like there's noodles in there, but it's not. Or maybe it is.
No.
Didn't you say there's noodles in there?
No, I think it just had the seasoning in it.
Oh my God.
It's good. It's making my nose run.
It's good though. Little spring onion, a little bit of you can put some cheese on here. Well, that's not a bad thing. It's carbonara, so
Damn, these noodles are killing to me. They're good though.
I think they're spicier, actually, than the dumplings.
They are.
Look at that front.
They're getting to me. Woo, my eyes are watering.
Who died, Brooke?
Oh, here's a crunch.
That's why you have a bit of a pickle, a bit of something else, a bit of egg or a... But it's good. Oh, yeah. Feel my nose running there. And some water.
Yeah, the whole freshness on the mouth.
Oh, what about this cucumber you made?
It's good.
Nice.
It changes the palate a bit.
Changes the way you want to sit down and not go to the bloody toilet.
My stomach's not right me later.
Always the noodles are hot. You can always you can get a whole different load of them. They've got the normal spice one, they've got the carbonara, they've got the cheese.
My favourite ones are the black bean ones.
Yeah.
They're the good ones.
Dad likes them. You got the black bean ones, you've got the 2 times spicy ones, and they're labelled 2 times spicy and 3 times. If you're a really good hot eater, you can handle that. I've had them, but after a few mouthfuls. But they are addictive. If you've had these noodles before, you can't just put them down. You find yourself going, oh, just one more. Oh, I'm getting full, but just one more. But that's the noodle. They're a little chewy, but they're... Yeah, it's nice.
I'm going to have a bit of...
And the carbonara I like, because I felt sometimes they're not as spicy.
Yeah.
I think I picked the wrong bloody one.
Probably.
No, I mean, I know carbonara because it always balances out with the cheese a little bit, but there's a full yellow packet and it says cheese, Sam Young chicken flavour. They've got a nice chicken flavour too. They're as I said, you have to taste them. They're chicken flavoured. They've got a heat, but the noodles are addictive.
Have a heat, all right.
Suck it. Woo. They've got a heat, but they are nice. I mean,
I'm going to have to get more water in a minute. Jeez.
Yeah, that's...
But I'm not going to stop because I like them.
As any mother would. Here, you can have some of mine. I'll have some first. Here you go, just share some. There you are.
Thank you.
It saves leaving you to go and get more water. Well, I should put the jug out. Oh well.
People like ASMR, they love me. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, they've got heat. But in winter, you can eat a load of them, and what cold's going to come near you?
Exactly.
Or if you've got one, perfect way to get rid of it. Because it makes your nose run. And that's the best thing in a cold. Get that running. Oh. Oh.
I don't need lip pumping. I don't need those lip pumping needles or whatever it is. I just get some chili on my lips and I'm all good to go. Oh, I just eat these noodles and I'm fine.
The heat's nice. You get used to it. I don't know if I'm getting used to it. It's still hot.
But these are good though.
The noodles have cooled down slightly because we cooked them and let them cool for about 5-10 minutes while we're doing other stuff. But at the same point, once they're hot, straight out of a pan and you've just put them out, the red sauce, the heat escalates 10 times more. So, to you out there, eat them hot, give it a go, and then maybe cool them down, and then see the difference. It just mellows lightly. It's still hot, but you don't get the temperature from the hot noodles, if you know what I'm saying, the temperature from the cook.
A few years back, when we first got introduced to these ones, remember how you did the toasty?
Yeah.
You put the noodles in the toasty with cheese.
Yeah.
It mellowed
That wasn't that for Dan?
Yeah, but I did it as well.
So
it mellowed the spice like 10% less.
Yeah, because there's bread in there. So these noodles here, once
50%.
you've cooked them, what you can do is, they're versatile. What we've done is too, you can cook them up once they're hot, have a nice runny egg, like a nice soft egg on top with a bit of maybe fried shallots and some spring onions, and it's a meal because you add a bit of protein, you got your carb, you got everything. But what I did a few years ago, as Brooke was saying, we made like toasted sandwiches, and we put this in the middle, almost like the Breville's, the old Breville, the shuffle makers. Well, that seals it in. You put them in there. You can put any spices you want or anything you want.
You just make up the noodles
and just seal them down, and then
you put it in the bread. Put some cheese on top of it, and it literally I'd take it
and have that with a side of cold cucumber or something.
There was probably I reckon there was no even there probably wasn't even no heat. You couldn't even have there was probably a mild spice
because it reduced with the bread and
the cheese as well. There was nothing compared to what I'm feeling in my mouth right now.
They're so nice, though. They are addictive.
They are pretty good.
But we're gonna do more of this mukbang for you. Where we're tasting, the hot foods that come out, or any foods that like that will come out.
What do you reckon you rate these dumplings?
They got heat, but then they got heat. So
yeah, but we're reviewing their dumplings.
Anyway, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the heat's kind of, I think they're hot. But
they're not as hot as
no.
They're pretty decent.
But actually, say out of 10, I'd give them a 9.
I reckon an 8.5. 9.
I was going to say 8. I
reckon an 8.5 for flavour.
Because for flavor, and they crisp up well. You can hear. That's the seal, because we sealed it with a bit of oil underneath. We let them all in there. We just fried them lightly for a little bit, and then a little bit of water, and put the lid down and steam. And steam for about 8-10 minutes. And that you get that pot sticker. That's like what a pot sticker is, where it's crunchy on the bottom and steamed on top. And then you get that chew, and you get a softer. You're not just having soft dumplings.
Sorry,
guys.
I'd be like, oh, they love it.
But this is nice. And they come in a 5-pack, so.
There wasn't 5 on there.
Yeah. And now Woolies and Coles are selling them.
The dumplings.
Well, sorry, I'm just saying noodles for people. But the dumplings had about, 8 in them or something like that.
These are 5-pack. The dumplings, I think it was about 10.
Yeah, something like that for like $7.50, $8.
Yeah.
Where most of these, you're lucky now because most of these you couldn't get until you go to your Asian grocers. And you could be half an hour away from one.
Yeah.
And now Woolies and Coles are starting to bring in the freezer sections to the dumplings. Are starting to provide more for the Asian community. / Sharon.
International aisle.
For what? They've got an international aisle. And that's where all the noodles are too, down the noodle aisle down that way. But the dumplings... But actually, you can only get these dumplings at Coles. So if you're looking for them in Woolies, we've tried, they don't have them. And they do sell a black bag too. So that's the spicy black Samyang noodle. And that's plain. They're the original. They're going to be hot. If you want to start off anyway, maybe start them.
We'll give them a review as well.
And then,
next time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll review them with Dad. Give him a shot. That way he can taste the carbonara ones as well. They're pretty good.
I wasn't sure if I like them. When he got them, I thought, but they are nice. And they're not as hot as the noodle. So don't be afraid, just because it's in the Asian aisle, think, everything's spicy and everything's hot and everything's...
I've had 2 already.
Right,
Okay.
But,
sharing, caring.
And,
we got that noodle on.
And a bit of daikon. Here you go. Over your top there. Oh, no. Put it in your... Oh, there you go.
On top.
Yeah, show what that looks like.
A whole mouthful.
What have we got here?
I might just stab at it.
Just eat it. God, it's egg and noodles.
Cheers.
Basically, I would say it's a pretty healthy meal. When you got cucumber, you got carrot and daikon's a white radish from any Asian store. You can get them in anywhere, actually. You might not find them in Woolies and Coles. You might have to really search for them, but it looks like a large white carrot. And no, it's not a parsnip.
That Marketplace Fresh?
Yeah, maybe go to your Asian groceries and they've got them.
You just peel it. We use a shredder peeler on both the carrot and the daikon. I'd make a quick pickle.
I love pickles.
And I just use, for my quick pickle, I call it a quickle. It's usually, 1 part water to 1 part vinegar to 1 part sugar. So however you want that to look in a small jar, whatever you're putting, it can be half a cup of sugar, half a cup of vinegar, half a cup of water.
Still a video for that.
Yeah, and we can pop up a video eventually for that. We'll make a quick pickle. And that's nice. That's just nice. But if you like it more vinegary or more sweet, you add a bit more sugar or a bit more vinegar. But if you want a hot pickle, you just add some chili flakes or something like that. So
I did a spicy garlic pickled garlic. A while back. I left it in the fridge for about a month so it could get really nice and pickled. And then the major garlic flavour.
And if you've got time,
will be there.
I think with a pickle,
And it would
if someone's wanting a quickle, they want the same flavours as something that's been sitting there for months in a heartbeat. So make it maybe half an hour. If you can get an hour in the fridge and just pop it in there, cool it down on the bench, and then pop it in your fridge for maybe a half an hour. Any longer, the better. But if you can put it in for a half an hour.
When I made it, a week later, I tasted it and I got a massive hit of the garlic flavour. I'm like, no, it's not ready because it was spicy as hell.
So you just leave things longer.
So I
just watch the ingredients.
And it was a month later. I'm like, oh, let's see how this is now. And I tasted it and there was no garlic spice to it and it was pickled beautifully. Like all the spices I put into it. Because I've seen it on the viral pickle garlic was going around, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I think I want to make that. I want to try and make it again, and then if I like the way I do it, I might put it on here for you guys.
So we'll do some mukbangs together. At the moment, a bit cold in Melbourne. It's been drizzling and raining, so a nice bit of hot food. Don't have to have a lot. This is a nice little mukbang. Look at it.
You might see us a bit more, and you'll see my dad on the weekends.
See maybe more on weekends. We'll do some more street food out in the streets where we taste, the fast foods or the pies or the pasties or anything out there. Hubby and I do that out there, and then we cook at home. Where I can make roasts and Italian dishes, Asian dishes. Could be down as simple as a hack cheese toasty.
Or a hack as well.
Or a hack. Or maybe next time I'll do, the noodles in a toasty.
Which is like the best thing.
And it'd be a nice crunch. Yeah, maybe even on a nice buttery brioche. Koreans like their really sweet bread, so this would be the perfect kind of, if it's hot, you got sweet.
Yeah.
And then maybe make a nice cold cucumber pickle on the side, because that balance is what you're going to need.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's, this is nice.
It's so good.
And I find the cooler they are, temperature-wise,
the better they are in heat.
They're more palatable. I got to the point one day where they were that hot and I could hardly eat. I'm like, oh my God. My eyes were red straight away, but I wanted more. So I put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes. They were icy cold and they went down better. They were still hot, but that initial, I think, heat, but it just cools down and it takes the temperature of the chili down.
Watery now.
Nah, got to get used to that. I love chilies. I love hot food.
Feels like a coleslaw. And my lips are on fire.
Yeah,
but it's not bad. It's cooled down. It's temperature-wise. It's cooled down. It's good. I love this icon.
Yeah, that's nice. I made it a while back because it sits in the fridge and it's
nice
good.
And sweet too.
Yeah.
So cut through the saltiness of this and the salt that's in this content as well.
I make a good jardiniere too. Being that hubby's Italian, I make that. I make maybe a couple of jars a year. And they're good. They sit in the fridge for, and jardiniere is mixed vegetables, pretty much in
it's pickled vegetables.
A pickle. But I usually put a few chilies or something like that in a whole hot chili peppers, the lemon chili, the Italian chili peppers. You stick 1 or 2 of them in, and you can have cauliflower, broccoli, carrots.
Cauliflower is amazing when it's pickled. It's so crunchy.
Yeah, you can have onion. You can have tiny little pearl onions.
That's the only way I'll eat cauliflower, pretty much, if it's pickled. Because I love the crunch from it. Otherwise, don't cook it boiled.
Well, you put it all in raw. You just do really little flowers. Everything's got to be tiny, and you push it all in. And
besides, when it's in a broccoli and cheese bake. That's where I'll eat it too. Otherwise, if it's just plain no flavour.
Hey, you. Any way I can get a vegetable into me old girl there. If it's pickling and it's raw, it's even better for her. So raw is better. So, you know.
Yum.
But I'm going to do some stuff out there for kiddies. You know, I've got grandkids, you know, 3 and 5 year olds, and they sometimes don't want to eat the veggies or they're good with eating it, but if you can hide them, what I've been doing, you can make a nice veggie lasagna, but blitz the vegetables and make that the sauce, and then put the cheese and all those funny things in, like your meats and ham or whatever, and put that through there, and they're ready. You know, you can put 7 vegetables through that sauce, get it in a blender and blitz it up, and make that your sauce, and then put that over. You know,
They won't know.
they never know, and they're getting 7 vegetables plus they're getting Nana's pasta, and they don't know.
Yeah.
That's the way to hide a good old veggie.
Yeah.
And the grandkids eat well, so you know anything
I
you.
made a full pasta sauce with veggies in it. Boiled down and into the pot, and then I just went blitz. I had no idea that it was in there.
Yeah.
I smashed it down because I love pasta, but I was gonna lose.
So look at this.
Evil.
This is toast. This is toast. Not even toast. I mean, piece of toast and just mop up.
Yeah, this is a piece of bread.
Well, piece of bread.
I'd probably go with a piece of bread. Just here.
We should save one for Dad. Huh? Dad will come. He's on his way home soon, so we'll give him a taste of that one because I think he might like that.
He will.
He's had the noodles, but yeah, this is nice. This is a good eat. This one. But if you want to see more of this, as I said, any cooking really, mukbangs. What do you want us to do? You know, hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell, and put a comment on what you want us to see next, or what you want her and I to try, or Steve and I, or where to go, or anything. Your thoughts. Anything you've got a mind full of food in there. What do I want to see?
I'm also happy to do a full video of the sushi. But you won't have
sushi.
it. I'll have it.
You do that with your father.
I'll just do sushi with my dad.
I don't eat them. They don't eat me.
Mum doesn't really like sushi.
No, I don't like it.
A little bit of allergy. She doesn't like sushi.
I don't mind cooking it all, and you can do that, but you can actually I can't ingest that. But
I think it was pretty good.
Imagine having the spicy noodles with a nice piece of seared salmon on top.
I think my mum got my stomach rumbling when you
and
said
a miso sauce or something like that.
Miso salmon. I want to try miso salmon.
Over spicy noodles. Yes. And a fresh daikon. Yes. You and your father can taste that and shred up the salmon. And see, there's another protein. You don't have to have salmon. If you don't like salmon, put some chicken. Some nice rotisserie chicken, or poach up really slowly, really low, a nice breast fillet, and once you get it out, slice it up and just have it over.
You want a cucumber?
I'm still getting through this.
But
the
last one. I can get it. There you go.
Just when you teach them how to use forks and knives, and they think they're professional at that, and then they go, "We'll just jab it in."
I can, but when it comes to cucumber, they're little slippery buggers.
Did you put like spices in this too?
No, it would have been from your bowl.
You get in the bowl.
Get in the bowl.
You get in the bowl.
But only just in the bowl. That was at home.
You get the bowl.
You can taste the sesame oil and the soy and rice wine vinegar. Yeah.
I just kept it basic as well. I need to put in spice in that one because we've already got spice in general here.
Yeah, you don't want to spice everything up.
So I wanted some vinegar.
Robert pushing you off the toilet to get to there.
Move, bitch!
I wanted some vinegar to balance out the spiciness as well that I had here.
Oh, this is nice.
This is pretty good. Dad's going to like this. I'm going to give this to Dad as well so he can have a bit of that. He'll eat the whole lot.
Yeah, there's not much left, but he'll nibble on it. But he'll let him try that.
Let's put it all together. And go for it.
But
so, as my mum said, if you like this video, like and subscribe.
Let us know.
Turn on the notification bell and comment down below of what else you want us to say next, or what else to do next as well.
Because we don't mind eating for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to eat too, hey?
Yeah.
If you don't want to try it, we'll tell you.
Anyway.
But if you're like, I wouldn't mind trying them, and you walk through the shops, you're like, oh, but I think they're too hot. They're not. It's got a bit of heat, but you can manage it. It's not where we don't ask you to eat a raw habanero. Like, you see those videos and they're eating full-on chilies, like scorpion chilies. And
I like my spice, but there is a certain point where it comes to that death,
I wouldn't be at
that death chip, and that's where I'm like, nah, I'm never going to bother. Not even going to risk myself.
But listen,
dying of
it's for them. So if we were to get the Parky chicken, the one chip challenge.
Yeah. That death one that's in a coffin box, I don't think so. It's going to put me in a coffin box.
I think there's blue, black, and red. I think the black one's hot.
Black one's
blue one's, I don't know.
I didn't even know about there was a...
Yeah, there's a blue one. I've seen them. I'm taking some YouTube.
Well, they can
put
stay
it up
on YouTube.
And that's blue. I mean...
I think we get one chip and you, me and Dad can half go through it. I think we'll be dying.
And then there's the gummy bears and then there's the...
We should do things too.
I'm married to one. Well, you're gonna bloody taste it,
But
aren't
if we
you?
want to taste it, we have to have one.
He has two big toes. And sucking them. Oh, hell no.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but a lollipop to get. I mean, I don't know about all
No,
that kind of stuff because
I
I've seen
wouldn't
people
do
do it. Who did it? We know, no one. And their eyes were watering. I might have been on telly.
I think it was just one.
And their eyes were watering straight away after a few gulps. And they, we did see it, I think it was Heat 101. And they had it in their mouth. And then I think once the heat hit, you had to hold it in their mouth for 5 minutes. It was like an afterburn, but you don't eat it. You just still got to...
This is as, like, I can handle this. Yes, it makes my eyes water. I'm not weak. I'm still going through it. If I was weak, I could have stopped right now. But I would kept going.
I told you it was addictive.
But this is like my cutoff on heat level. When it gets to a hot chip challenge, it comes in a bloody coffin packet. So
Yeah, but
it's already warning me.
But see, that's that's all warning. But
Even
people are
death
trying to
sauce.
say, "Yeah, this is the death chip." There, they try it.
Even that death sauce
It's like saying to someone,
just
like,
had.
"I dare you not to do it." What do people do when they dare people not to do something? They do it.
Yeah, no.
So here they are saying, "Here's the coffin chip. Don't fucking taste it." It's called water and soap. I do it. I think people go, "Oh, I got to wear gloves. I wear gloves." Well, okay, you don't touch it. Oh, you don't touch.
Yeah, but you want to touch your face either. Or you go to the toilet, you want to wipe yourself at the toilet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we probably wear gloves for certain things. I'm like really dumb.
Yeah.
Eyes and you're like, oh.
You touch your face or you happen to go to the toilet and it doesn't end well.
But we'll try. What are we going to try now? Try.
It
Doesn't have to be hot. I'm after the hot stuff, the normal stuff, the basic stuff.
I'm thinking
They've got a good. I wouldn't mind reviewing a lot more foods because they've got a lot. They're bringing out a lot more weird. Not weird. Well, I don't know if you've seen it. The Snitz pizza. It's an actual schnitzel crumb, but it's a pizza base.
I look for that today. I couldn't find it. I didn't know what brand.
It's a red box, and I think it's not McCain. I don't know actually who it's from, but it's an $8.50 box, and it's like yay boy.
We can review it.
But it's a chicken schnitzel base, and the pizza topping. So I think that would be good. Might try that. And then they've got all the other, you've got all the other stuff in the aisles to take. They're bringing out some sub pizzas, and they're bringing out, go down the aisles.
SFC, I think it's a shopping brand of KFC chicken.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, and buffalo wings, and but it's it's
SF
fire wings
or
and
SP. I can't remember.
Fire wings and
it was
stuff.
like the shopping, the grocery shop
Their
brand of KFC chicken. I want to compare it with KFC chicken and their chicken and see if it's similar or if it's different.
Well, it's not going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, but if they're trying to copy the brand title,
they might be.
I want to see if they're copying the flavour in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because 11 Herbs and Spice has apparently been released, but they can tweak it.
And you know what I want to do? I don't know if many people don't. Look, people put on YouTube how to make a Vegemite sandwich. I just thought that was dumb, but not many people know out of the country how to apply Vegemite on bread.
I have seen so many.
Because we're Australian.
To you guys, but in your defense, I would have probably done the same thing.
They probably use it like Nutella. Nutella is chocolate.
The saying is true. A little goes a long way. Literally, a little goes a long way. You have
I grew up with Vegemite. Love it.
Some butter, and
you
then
grew up
a little
on it.
bit.
The grandkids are eating it.
Be very scarce with the.
Enjoy it because it's a beef extract. It's a beef, but it's
just a little bit.
Just a little bit on your bread.
Even if it doesn't look like a lot, trust me. Have a
little bit of butter, a little bit, and a little bit of
is melted on the toast. So make sure the toast is pretty hot for the butter to melt.
I mean, just have a little bit.
That's where it's perfect.
See, but we can do, how to make a cheese and toast.
I think we need to make a video. I know it'll probably be the quickest video ever, but I think we need to make a video for people who are brand new to
YouTube.
To Vegemite and then trying it. I think we need to make this is how you do it. It's gonna be the quickest video ever.
Did you know? I don't know. I think we told you. Didn't I spoke to you that a guy in Canada about the Vegemite.
Oh, yes.
He was Australian. He's Australian, and he moved over there, and he's got a little shop over there. I think a little bakery, a little shop, a little cafe.
Yeah.
And he'd ordered in a whole heap from Australia,
like $9,000.
$9,000 worth of Vegemite.
It's crazy.
And the Canadians have told him to empty it out of the shop. They don't want it in there, but they can sell it. But he's not allowed to order it in from his own country to sell it in his own cafe.
But all the Canadians were apparently wanting it.
All the Canadians loved his, buying jars of Vegemite and he was selling jars in there, and he had it in there for them to buy, and they love it. And they're like, "What the hell?" The Canadians aren't saying no, you can't have it in here. They just want to sell it. They want to import it.
They want to be able to sell it as well. But
they want to import it, and
what's the difference? You sell it.
It's making the country money. He's making,
or is he serving it up in the cafe?
No, he's selling it. I think so. One of them, it's like a jar of Marmite, jar of Vegemite, jar of the Australian condiments on a wall. You go into an Italian deli and you can buy.
They're accepting Marmite apparently.
You can, if he was to sell Marmite, they'd let it go.
Marmite for Australians is like the knockoff brand of Vegemite. I remember when you started.
I brought it just as a treat, not a treat.
You were saying because back then, because Vegemite can be a bit expensive to buy.
I thought maybe we'll just try Marmite.
Save some money.
Back when they were little, I'm thinking, I grew up with big jars of Vegemite. I'm thinking Marmite, Vegemite. I think that's the same thing. Let's give it a go.
It is not the same thing.
I looked at it. I tasted a bit. I'm like, ugh.
But you forced us to eat it. You're like, you have to eat it.
I'm like, we'll eat it a little bit. It tasted. Did it have the same kind of beef yet?
No.
I don't think
it was more sweeter.
I think I may just try it. At least try it, and then after that, I think I threw it out.
No,
I remember being in a.
I think I was the happiest girl ever. I was
always going to buy Vegemite, but I thought, you try things. Marmite is always
back then, I was always a toast breakfast girl, always. But when she had the Marmite, after tasting it, I was like, I want cereal for breakfast.
No, I thought Marmite, Vegemite, it must be the same. It didn't need a Vegemite. It must be the same thing, but like a knockoff, like a cheaper version.
A knockoff of.
You can buy like the you can get the bigger cheese, but now you can buy the home brand bigger cheese on the jar, the white one, whatever. I'm thinking that's the same.
Oh, and I'm not bagging, not Marmite. If you guys like it, that's
your
choice. But for me, I have grown up
with Vegemite.
On Vegemite. So my body is just used to Vegemite. I love Vegemite. I would eat it with a spoon if I had to.
You were getting tiny little bits on your dummy when you were little. When you were like,
I was literally.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be putting more on. But
I would spoon it out of and I'll just look like a lollipop. Literally, I would do that. I don't care.
No,
it's very, a lot.
It's very salty, but
yes, I get it's very salty, but it's only you enjoy it on toast or a crumpet or a muffin or
Vegemite sandwiches.
Vegemite
and cheese.
We did a hack as well, and then I found out it was like the brand Maggie.
Yeah.
Was selling it. They were doing Vegemite noodles.
Oh, yeah. 2-minute noodles?
Yeah. I bought it.
And what was it, a powder? Because they wouldn't put a liquid. It was a liquid.
It was the powder. The flavour was very, very weak. Very weak. I had to add extra Vegemite in it because I love Vegemite so much. I had to add it in there.
Well, and they probably up in
there as well.
They probably up the price because it's Vegemite noodles. So when you just go back to buying normal noodles, just put a little Vegemite in.
But then when I did the normal Vegemite one, it was like a hack I'd seen. I'd rather that over. It's just Vegemite noodle packet.
Food is
obviously
just walk down the aisles if you haven't seen something and you're like, I'm going to try that, but I'm a bit worried about it. Just try it, or put down in a comment, hey Shaz, 3 days, can you try this for me? If I don't like it, I'm going to try it, and I'll try it on camera for you, and I'll tag you in it, and I'll go, yuck, or that's anything. The best thing.
I'll try anything except furry friends, anchovies. I won't even do that. Don't even do sardines on toast.
I understand it adds flavour and it adds a umami that you can't get because it's like pouring in salt. Yeah. You just can't pour in salt in
I won't have anchovies on a pizza, but if they're blitzing the Caesar salad dressing, I won't. It's fine.
See, how's
But
this?
if I can see them, I'm not touching them.
I love Caesar salads, chicken Caesar salads, and I tell them no anchovies on top. I don't want the anchovies because I know they put usually a couple on top.
Yeah.
But then I know the dressing comes out with it, and I don't say anything
care.
because I can't see them. I can't really taste it because everything's working with the Parmesan cheese and
Yeah.
But they brought out
also-
one day, and I said, "Oh my God, what the hell's on that my salad?" Health inspector, what's crawled on the lettuce? And the husband goes, "That's anchovies." I'm like, yeah. Hello. I said, "Excuse me. Hello. Can you get these furry things off my fucking carbonara Caesar salad?" I'm like, "Hello." And they blind me. She goes, "Oh, that's all right." I said, "No, I don't like, you know."
No.
She goes, "Oh, but they're in the dressing too." I said, "Oh, that's okay. I just don't want the furry things on top."
Like as I say, if I don't see it, my body basically says it's not in there. But if I'm seeing that on the plate, I'm like, yeah, no.
But another thing, decades ago, I was having dinner at your father's mother's house. And as I said, Italian, I came back from work and there was spaghetti there. And there was no anchovies in the spaghetti.
Yeah.
But Nana had actually put it in the sauce, in the actual oil. Because you put one in and it melts.
Yeah, it melts.
But I didn't. I tasted it straight away. And I was digging into it and I'm like,
This is nice.
And I was sitting there today going, I had another one. He goes, "Is there fish in this? Is there anchovies in this?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like,
Bye, Felicia.
I'm like, "Next train station, please." I could taste it. I'm like, but I don't know why I went back for the second. I'm like, I'm getting a bit full now.
I'm getting a bit full now. As I said, I don't care if I can't see it. I love the flavour, the umami flavour that it gives in general. Like even she won't even go near fish sauce. I don't like the stench.
I know it adds. I know it adds everything. I know.
I'm telling you, when I made my Thai green chicken curry, without me even making it, adding the fish sauce, I knew I needed something else. But when I put the fish sauce in it, it just gave the best flavour ever.
And I know there's
It was missing something.
like, you know, the Maggi seasoning, the Maggi seasoning. That's got you only put a few drops of that, and that's a liquid seasoning.
Yeah.
It says Maggi, Maggi, and it's to up your casseroles, your sauces, or anything. You can put it in anything. Once you put a few drops in, once they're eating that, they're like, "What's in that?"
Yeah.
Or the banh mi's we've made. You need a banh mi with a few drops.
Extra flavour.
You don't have that in, you miss it. Because you have a normal banh mi with all that from an Asian store, and say you get one without, or you make one,
and
you're like, it needs something.
Because I've had one with hoisin sauce. They haven't put the Maggi seasoning on it. They've put it on with hoisin sauce, which is not too bad. But then, if they put a lot on it, it's just slippery and it pulls everything out. As you take a bite, it just slips out.
Pate, not into that.
Oh yeah, no, you can pate.
But that makes the banh mi too. Apparently, you're gonna put that pate in.
If it's a little bit, and I can't
But you know what I have
taste
as you know what I have as a substitute for pate? Is if I make I do a pot. Look, okay, pate.
Here we go.
Comes from like chickens anyway. It's chicken livers, and they've got it in a pork banh mi. So it is. It's chicken livers. Yeah. Did you not know that?
I knew that, but it's just disgusting the way you're saying it's chicken livers. Like, you don't want to know how the bread's made, okay?
But in, say, my world, if I was to, like, be the banh mi and someone goes, "I don't like that, I want something else," chicken stuffing. Like, from a chicken, you know, you cook chooks from, say, Woolies or that, and you get the stuffing all out, and you can spread that on the base. It's chicken flavour.
Yeah.
But it won't be the same flavour, but
you probably have the more charcoal flavour that it gives. Because it's been...
But it adds that extra bread filler that your pate would do.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good one.
You can have it with chicken shredded on top or do the pork. And then the pork floss, the crackle.
Oh, I swear, I've been to a place...
What is a pork floss for? If it's going to be stringy, you should be flossing it with teeth. What the...
I don't know. I have been to a place where they made the banh mi and they literally gave me dust of pork crackle. I'm like, you're kidding me.
No.
I wanted to pick it out of my thing and just eat and go and munch it.
You can get popcorn crackle now. Popcorn pork crackle.
I know, that's the best. It's
and you can crush that up and make it on your own banh mi. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's hacks. It's like $2 for the bag and you get a whole bag like popcorn. Oh, actually, maybe not as big. Oh, half a bag.
It's...
You can make your...
No.
You can make your whole banh mi and just crush that on
It's like a
top.
handful
Because
in
also
a
they're
bag.
careful how much crackle they put on top of the money. But you're paying $11 for a banh mi. You want your money's worth.
No, but see, with the microwave popcorn, you get a full bag, right?
Yeah.
This one probably get a handful and a half. Of
Yeah, and
crackle
sometimes they got to put
And
a couple of
it's
string
small.
bits on there, and you're like, oh, a bit more, please. And they're trying to charge you. I'm like, no, I want
Oh,
my
that
banh mi
pork
were
roll.
like,
I know that pork and gravy roll that I bought.
oh my God, don't get me started about pork
That
rolls on
one.
Turkish bread.
That
I love
one.
the round Turkish breads. That's
Yeah.
what I was wanting. I'm like, oh, and I was trying to look for them. I found them.
Yeah.
But they're buttering them, and they're using pork slices, and they're weighing the bloody pork slices.
By 100 grams. You
And it
only
was-
get 100
and-
grams
no, but
per
it's
serving.
Asians who
Which
were
is
running it.
fair
It was
enough,
Asians who were
but-
running it, so they're watching their food, but they'll charge you a dime and
They'll charge you extra for more pork. And then crackle as well. They're going to watch. Like,
and they
come
want like
on.
$11 for that roll. It's the
$11,
It's
yeah.
the Asians that are doing it.
Ah, fuck you.
It was
So the Asian stores. I'm
It
not
was-
knocking Asians. I've got lots of friends who are Asians. My gynecologist was an Asian. Like, hello, I'm not knocking them, but I feel like they're more sometimes they're more tighter or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I think that I feel
You can be a little-
it's due to wastage as well.
Yeah, but you can be
They
a
don't
little
want
bit more kind of
wastage.
if some
Be more
you don't just put
generous.
three slices on.
Make
You're
it
trying to
worth-
fill the roll.
But make it worth $11.
And goodbye now because the camera's about to fart.
So we're gonna
It needs
go.
another charge. So we're gonna go, but we're gonna do another one. I think maybe tomorrow or something. We're gonna upload a
Yeah.
couple of videos over the weekend. So
Yeah.
But this was a good one, Brooke.
It was.
So we're gonna love you and leave you, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.